What's going on, guys? PlotArmorCards in the house, and as you know, the Synchro Festival has started. So, when looking out for this festival, I think the main card that everyone agrees is the best is Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is the card that you for sure want to make sure whatever deck you're using, you have this or some other form of negates. Luckily for me, Dragunities have two forms of negates, and Crystal Wing itself and this thing, Dragunity Knight Ard. I don't know how to pronounce this thing, but I think this deck has been doing super dope because it has so many different negates. But let's go ahead and go through this deck real quick, and then we can go ahead and look through some duels. So first of all, 3 Flatlaxes, 3 copies of Dragunity Course, 3 Remises. I got 1 single Ash Blossom. That's just to take up space, honestly. I got 2 copies of Guisarm. I got 3 copies of Dux, 3 copies of Senatus, 3 copies of Legatus. I got a copy of Arma Missilin and 2 copies of Arma Leviathan. I might switch the ratios with these two, by the way. 1 copy of Darkness Metal. I got a copy of Raigeki, a Monster Reborn, 3 Dragunity Glows, 3 copies of Divine Lance, 3 Ravines, 2 copies of Dragunity Whirlwind. Well, this is deserving of a third one as well, so I might generate one right now, right after we're done here, and put a third one in here. And then 2 copies of Dragunity Legion. You can honestly switch this for, like, if I want to add 2 more copies of Ash Blossom, or maybe a Maxi, couple Maxis, that could work as well. But for the extra deck, I'm running Dragunity Knight Varjarana, 3 copies of Dragunity Knight Barcha, the aforementioned Crystal Wing, and of course Dragunity Knight Ardabar. There's so many other cards you can put in this dude. There's only 8 cards here. It can be improved drastically, but I think I've been doing pretty good with what I got so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at these duels. So this first duel is pretty good because I think it's a great example of how consistently you can pull out both your boss monster Dragunity card as well as Crystal Wing. So this guy's going to be using Archfiends, Red Dragon Archfiends. So he's going to be using Resonator Call after he uses his Resonator command. So he adds his monster to his hand. That allows him to normal summon that can special summon Skullmeister, and then he can special summon Wandering King Wildwind. Then he's going to go into Red Rising, and I think he should have went for, instead of Red Resonator, Crimson Resonator, because then he immediately could have gone into his boss monster. But he goes into Red Resonator, gains the life points, and goes into Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. Then that thing's effect is going to activate. He's going to destroy his own monster to deal me 500 damage. Oh, no. So I draw my trap card, which I'm not too happy about. I don't really use it too often, but I did come in clutch a couple times. But I use Dragunity Glow, and I'm going to add my Arma Missilin to my hand. Then I'm going to use Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine allows me to discard my Arma Levian, whatever the hell it is. And then I can normal summon Senatus, and then the Senatus effect is going to activate. I can discard 1 to equip 1, and then I can special summon the equipped, and then I can destroy the equipped in order to special summon Arma Missilin. Arma Missilin allows me to equip 1, so I'm going to equip the one I just destroyed, and then immediately I'm going to Synchro summon for Dragunity Knight Varjar. I don't know how to pronounce these things, guys. I'm sorry about that. But then I can equip that monster again, and then I can summon it again, and then immediately I can go into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So 1 negate down, and then I can equip my Divine Lance to my own monster, which allows me to search and equip a Dragunity Tuner, and then I can de-equip it, detach it, and then go into a Dragunity Knight Ardabar. So now I have 2 negates on the field. This guy's screwed because Crystal Wing's attack is only going to get more powered up, so he takes 3,000, and then a direct attack of another 33. So unless he has like a Raigeki or something that can just, a spell or trap type removal, then he really doesn't stand a chance. So he's just going to go into Synchron Resonator. It's pretty clear he gave up because he just attacks my own monster. He wants to make this as quick as possible. But now that it's my turn, I'm going to go ahead and draw. I draw Dragunity Remus, which is a great searcher for this deck, by the way. And then I'm just going to go ahead and declare a direct attack, and then I'm going to take my dub. Next, we are looking at a duel that has Dragunity Course, Dragunity Legatus, Arma Missilin, Raigeki, and Monster Reborn. So I'm going to summon my Course in order to destroy it to special summon Arma Missilin. Then I can equip it again. But since I control a Dragunity card, I can also special summon Legatus. And now I can go into a Synchro summon. I'm going to summon my Ardabar. I don't know how to pronounce the thing. And then Monster Reborn, my tuner back, so I can go into technically 2 Synchro summons. And then after that, I can Synchro right into Dragunity Knight Vargiana. I'm terrible with names. But then that's effect is going to activate. I can detach into that. And then I can, since that card is only used to Synchro summon a Dragunity monster, I can't go into Crystal Wing. But I can go for a second copy of this thing. And now as this guy standby phase, and he went ahead and draws, and he uses tuning. So this is going to be a Stardust Dragon build. And then he summons Unknown Synchron, then special summons Unknown Synchron, and then summons Cobalt Hedgehog, and then goes into Stardust Synchron. Stardust Synchron's effect is going to activate. He adds his spell card to his hand. And then he's using Cobalt Hedgehog from his graveyard, special summons it, and then he can go into Satellite Synchron. And the thing with this one is the second Satellite Warrior comes out, just negate it. That's probably the main thing. But this thing, I think, stops me from being able to negate his monsters. So then he's going to immediately go into Junk Speeder. Sorry, not... Oh, I forgot what I said before, but this is the card I was referring to. Junk Speeder is what you want to negate. And now he's going to be popping off a couple things in the chain, and I'm just like, screw it. If I can't negate his boss monster, might as well negate one of them. Or not negate one of him going into his boss monster, might as well negate one of his right there. That thing in the grave, Junk Converter, doesn't apply. And then Junk Speeder is going to allow him to special summon and spam out a bunch of crap. Then he's going to use Arrive in Light to draw a card. Junk Speeder's effect is going to activate. And he goes right into Stardust Dragon. So he has Stardust Dragon on the field, and he has a bunch of tuners. I know the boss monsters in this deck are like, you need very specific amounts of monsters, so it's possible he just didn't have the specific monsters he needed to summon something. But I know if I use Raigeki right away, Stardust is going to negate it. So I'm going to use my Thing's effect to banish his Stardust after I attack it. Same with his other one. And now Memphis 2, I'm just going to Raigeki everything he has, so he can't screw me next turn. And now he has to like draw some god level card because, yeah, he got nothing. So he's just going to go ahead and set one. And then I can go ahead and draw. And I draw one copy of one I already had in my hand, which isn't really much help, but I don't really need help right now because I can attack directly with two different monsters with 3,300 attack and go for the win. All right. So with this next one, I draw Dragunity Course, Senatus, Legatus, and 2 copies of Glow. Now, Senatus is freaking broken because you can search one straight from your deck. And now that I have Senatus, I can special summon Legatus, and the Senatus effect is going to activate. I'm going to discard my Course in order to search and equip Flylax to it. Then Flylax, I'm going to Synchro summon into this thing again, and then I can search for the Flylax again. Flylax is going to equip, and then I can detach it, and then immediately go into Crystal Wing. Arma Missile's effect is going to activate Dragunity Course, and then I can detach and then Synchro summon again into Dragunity Artiverse. So now I have 2 different negates on the field. So I should be good unless he has something like a Raigeki. That's probably the one weakness I would say if your opponent has a Raigeki. He uses Call by the Grave, which doesn't really make sense because I don't have another copy of any of these cards on the field. Then he's going to use this thing's effect, so yeah, I'm going to negate it just so he can't do anything. And then as the chain resolves, his thing is negated, so he can't use its effect. And then he normal summons Noble Knight, and then equips his card with it. So that has 23, and then he tries to use its effect, but I have Crystal Wing, so his card's going to get destroyed and negated. And now my monster has 4,800 attack, and this is why negates are so useful, because he has no choice but to quit. Alright guys, last duel of the day. So I drew 2 different Dragunity tuners, a Dragunity Whirlwind, a Glow, and a Legion. So I am for sure going to search Arma Missile because I can use its effect right away. I am going to go into Arma Missile by destroying my own card, and then I'm going to use its effect to attach it, and then I'm going to go into a Synchro monster, where there's only one I can go into in this combo, at least, and I'm going to go into Dragunity I still can't pronounce it, but you know what I'm talking about. And I still have Dragunity Whirlwind, so I thought he would do something here, but he does not. But I can use Dragunity Legion and equip my Arma Missile for my graveyard on his turn, and then on my turn I can detach the Arma Missile, and he's going to use Forbidden Droplet to see he thought he was slick trying to negate my monster's effect and have its attack. But that doesn't matter to me, guys, because I can detach this and then normal summon Dragunity Course, or is it Coast? It's Coast. There's no R. I'm tripping. Then I can summon another version of it. So even if he negates one, I have a complete second one on the field. And he's using Cubic. So then the Cubic effect is going to activate, which I can negate immediately. So the point of this card is it's not supposed to be destroyed. And then after that, you can go into other combos. But that's effect, when it activates, I go ahead and negated it. So, and I can keep doing that now. So I should be good to go. And now my other one is no longer negated as well. So I have 2 3,300 attack point monsters, and he's going to use his Cubic Dharma, and I'm going to use this thing to chain, and he just goes ahead and quits. Well, guys, thank you for sitting through my Dragunity Synchro Festival video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And oh my goodness, look at the time.
It's time to do